guys! Welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be a review and demo of the Mary Kay Timewise Matte Wear Liquid Foundation. If you want to know my thoughts about this product and my favorite way to apply it, please keep on watching. So first off guys, this isn't going to be a first impressions review unlike my past uploads because I have been using this foundation for the past couple of weeks and clearly I am not eligible for one. Just a disclaimer before I start with this review, this foundation was sent to me by BeautyLicious Deals along with a Mary Kay concealer and this Mary Kay Beauty Blotters oil absorbing tissues. I am not someone who wears foundation on a daily basis but I find myself gravitating towards this foundation for my daily routine. Now that is something unusual and hard for me to do because I have quite a number of foundation in my collection. One fact about me guys, I am a foundation and blush junkie. I know it doesn't sound practical because foundations, they do have shorter shelf lives than any other makeup products, of course, other than mascara which is 3 to 6 months. Pero blame it on me, I like experimenting on different types of bases and I do change my foundation routine a lot. For me to stick with one foundation for a period of time, that's a different story. And one more thing guys, since I got this foundation from BeautyLicious Deals, I barely touched my Giorgio Armani CC cream which is my favorite everyday base and I never broke out or anything. Now let's take a closer look at the packaging. It comes in this pink and black cardboard box that says Mary Kay Timewise Matte Wear Liquid Foundation. At the back, you're going to get a description of the product from Mary Kay and it says Matte Wear Liquid Foundation, combination to oily skin. Buildable coverage, suitable for sensitive skin, oil-free, non-comedogenic. A matte finish, oil-controlling foundation formulated to fight the signs of aging with a patented blend of collagen-building peptides and vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect the skin against environmental stressors. Visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and imperfections for a perfectly flawless finish. For someone who has a combination oily skin that's acne prone, talagang magri-ring ng bell pag nakarinig tayo ng oil-free and non-comedogenic. Now, we already have our own oil mine, so we don't need any more of the oils in here. And non-comedogenic, ibig sabihin niya, it won't block your pores or it won't contribute to the acne producing process of your skin. Meron bang ganun? On top of this cardboard packaging, you're going to get the shade name which is Beige 2. And at the bottom naman guys, you're going to get Made in USA and it says it will expire 24 months after opening. Let's get the product out of the packaging and you're going to get a squeezy tube. The good thing with the squeezy tube guys is that you're able to get more product out of this kind of packaging. One of the first few things that came to my mind when it comes to this product, parang ang liit niyang tingnan. I mean, for 785 pesos, parang ang konti ng laman ng foundation na to. What I did guys, I went through my foundation collection and nagtingin ako ng foundation with the same type of packaging and I have a high-end one and a drugstore one to compare. Now I found this NYX Invincible Fullest Coverage Foundation from my drugstore foundation collection. Ang haba nun. And you may think na mas marami siyang laman dahil mas mataba siyang tingnan from the Mary Kay one, but this one contains 25 ml and this one 29 ml. So, mas marami pa ring laman yung sa Mary Kay. Next, we have something from a high-end brand. This is from Laura Mercier. And unang tingin pa lang guys, syempre mas maraming laman itong Laura Mercier because it seems fatter. But this contains 30 ml and this one 29 ml. Not much of a significant difference, almost the same content. The only thing that I don't like about this packaging is that it comes with a screw cap opening. At try min yun guys, hindi ko sinasadya. But yun nga guys, this kind of opening, it promotes leaking. Pakita ko sa inyo ah. So this is how messy the screw cap is, especially pag gagamitin mo siya everyday. And of course guys, pag nagmamadali tayo, we really don't have the time to properly close it or whatever. So I found a solution for that. Instead of placing it on your vanity the right way, put it upside down. Maghanap kayo ng pwesto para ganyan nyo siya mailalagay because this saves a lot of product para hindi siya natatrap dun sa rim. According to the Mary Kay website, this foundation comes in 23 shades but I don't know if BeautyLicious Deals has all of the shades. Let's check the scent. So, this smells like your regular foundation. Yung mga smell ng foundation out in the market, that's what you're going to get with this one. So, I'm going to be dispensing the foundation. This is quite liquidy. As you can see, it runs at the back of my hand. Before I start with the demo, I'm going to point out to you the blemishes that I want to conceal or cover. First off are my dark under eye circles. Now, this is something that I was born with and I've had this ever since I was a kid. Next are the veinings on both of my cheeks. This is something that I'm really conscious of and I try in as much to cover them when I do my foundation. Or if not, pag kulang pa rin ang coverage, I really do proper concealing. Then I have a pimple mark right here and visible pores on this area and at the tip of my nose. And lastly guys, of course, I want to even out my skin tone. And since I have mentioned that my favorite way of applying this is just using my fingers, I'm going to use a technique on this side of the face. I'm going to start by dotting the foundation on the right side of my face, and guys, konti lang yung nilalagay ko at first because I'm trying to build the coverage. Now, I'm just going to spread it by rubbing my fingers on my face. Ganun lang kadali. As in, ganyan lang. And what I want to happen here is just to put a very light startup or base para pag naglagay ulit ako na isang layer, mas madali siya magsistick. As you've seen guys, I did put a very thin layer and this is the difference already. I'm going to add more coverage since yung una kong nilagay is very thin. At first guys, when you're trying to blend this foundation, it feels a tiny bit tacky and as you go along the way, it feels powdery already. Now, this foundation sets fast, so you really have to work your way in before it sets. Within a few seconds after applying it, I can already tell na nag-set na siya because it already feels powdery. Now, this is already the second layer guys, and I'm going to stop at this coverage which I think is a medium because nakikita ko na nagpi-flake na siya dito sa driest area ng aking face which is the side of my nose. And that's usually my indicator kung magsa-stop na ako ng pagbibuild ng coverage if I see na nagpi-flake na siya dito sa area na to. Let's take a look at the concerns that I have guys. So first off, ang aking dark under eye circles. If you're going to compare sa side na walang foundation, big difference. And from this coverage, I think I can go without concealer already. Next are the veinings on my cheeks. I don't think that it did cover it perfectly, but it did blur it out. Now we have the redness on my face, which I forgot to mention earlier, but usually guys, it can be found sa aking cheek, bridge of the nose, and on the chin. But on the side na my foundation, my skin is still peeking through, pero it's not noticeable na red siya. Now I'm ready to show you a slow-mo clip of these two sides with foundation and without foundation. So from the clip, you can really tell that there is a big difference. Now I'm going to do this side with a foundation brush. Honestly guys, I haven't tried this technique yet. Ngayon pa lang talaga. And I find na madali naman siyang i-blend with my finger, so why use a foundation brush? I'm just going to put a thin layer and let's see. Mabilis din siya i-blend the foundation brush. Hindi siya streaky. And you can't really feel a friction between the brush and your face with this foundation. Hopefully, it will have the same coverage or even better because mas dense yung brush. For me guys, I'd rather use my fingers para wala na akong iwawash na brush. But if you're going to compare it, kung anong result niya, parang pareho lang sila. This is the first layer using a foundation brush guys. I'm going to do the second layer. So while I was doing the second layer, I needed more foundation and may napansin ako. If you're going to take a closer look, ito yung fresh na kalalagay pa lang sa hands ko. And this is the smudged foundation. Parang magkaiba na sila ng color, so I guess nag-oxidize siya sa back of my hand. But I can really tell pag nasa face ko na, parang hindi naman siya nag-iiba ng shade. I just don't know, but I just noticed this earlier. So I'm already finished doing my foundation on both sides. This with my finger and this with a brush. Comparing both, sa tingin ko, wala naman siyang gaanong difference. Parang mas okay pa nga yung coverage na naibigay with just using my fingers. So for me, better to use the fingers. Lesser chores, konti ang huhugasan na brushes, mas better. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be back. This is the finished look you guys, and no, I did not set the foundation with any setting powder nor did I add any highlighter. So if you're going to see any glow or sheen on my face, that's probably from the foundation itself. So I can tell that the foundation is not really a flat matte, it's like a demi matte. So here's a closer shot of the finished makeup look. And as you can see, the foundation did a really nice job blurring out my imperfections. So here's a photo taken with flash, and as you can see, there's still a white cast but it's not powdery looking. So after foundation, the only things that I added to my face are my brows, concealer from Mary Kay as well, bronzer, blush, and this lipstick shade which is from Nature Essentials Hydrating Matte Lipstick in Sweet Charm. As for me guys, I prefer this kind of finish because it doesn't make my face look flat or unhealthy. And don't get me wrong guys this foundation still has an oil controlling property because if I were to bare my face, meaning wala akong ilalagay na kahit ano, mas mukha siyang oily. Even as a combination oily skin, all throughout the day guys, I don't need retouching. Ako yung taong hindi nagdadala ng makeup kit papalabas ng bahay dahil ayokong mas bumigat yung bag ko, and I really don't like the feeling of adding more makeup to my oil or dirt exposed face. The most retouch that I can do for my base is to use oil blotting sheets. You can use this one from Mary Kay as well, but any brand will do. I can even touch my face all throughout the day without feeling sticky or greasy, but don't do that guys because generally our hands are always dirty. Best part of all is that it doesn't break me out. I mean, I wore it for like consecutive days at whole days pa, but I never broke out even once. And that is something for us oily skin gals that are also acne prone. We are very iffy about wearing foundation dahil most likely if we do it on a daily basis, baka magkaroon tayo ng pimples. Now, the worst that I've experienced with this foundation is that it rubbed off of the tip of my nose. Naintindihan nyo ba yung sinabi ko? Basta natanggal siya dito sa dulo ng nose and hindi naman siya unnatural tingnan or blotchy tingnan whatsoever. When you oil, it doesn't cake or look na nagka-crack or nagkikrease sa face. May mga ganung foundation. Never with this foundation. And what else? If you are dry dito sa sides ng nose or flaky kung saan mang parts ng face, I recommend that you really moisturize before using this foundation. Yun lang ang downside na nakikita ko. But of course, this is for combination to oily skin and not for dry skin. Now, we are nearing the end of this video and I'm just going to run through the claims. First off is transfer and humidity resistant. I can tell that it's humidity resistant but not transfer resistant. Next, provides all-day shine control and oil control without the heavy makeup look. Yes guys, it really does have an oil controlling property and mukha siyang natural, not heavy. Long-lasting and matte finish. Yes guys, it does last on me all throughout the day, but the only thing that I experience is that minsan nagra-rub up siya sa tip of the nose. And matte finish, this has a demi-matte finish. Color stays true hour after hour. I don't know if you can remember yung pinakita ko sa inyo, but it does oxidize. That is it guys for my review. Let's now rate the product. Packaging guys, half a point. I like the squeezy tube, but I think they can improve on the screw cap para hindi naglilik yung product. Long-lasting, 1 star. Price, $785 for this tube. You may think na mahal siya, but this will go a long way. You only need a tiny bit to do your foundation and you can get medium coverage. So for that, 1 star. Ease of application, nakita nyo naman guys, I only applied it with my fingers, so 1 star. And lastly guys, coverage. So I'm only going to give this half a point because this can only build up to a medium. Summing it all up guys, you're going to get 4 stars over 5. I hope this review helps, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!